Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. So PGA Tour 2K23 just had a recent update, and included in the update was the official version of Pebble Beach golf links. This is an iconic golf course and I really cannot wait to check it out. So it is a par 72, fairways and greens are normal, green speeds are medium, the weather is light cloud and time of day is noon. Let's check out the tee options. There are 5 tee options. We will be swinging from the blue tees, which are playing 7,036 yards, and as always, pin set number 1. Now, thank you so much for the continued support on the channel. If you are new, please make sure to smash the subscribe button, and if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like. Now, this course, which is currently hosting the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, is receiving a lot of hate from the community on social media. So let's see if the hate is justified, or maybe it's just an overreaction. But this is a nice looking opening hole. Tough tee shot here with this wind, so I am going to have to shape this a lot. Try to come over the top of these trees and apply a good bit of fade and try and find the centre of the fairway. One thing I will add is with the recent update, which dropped yesterday, February the 2nd, I have had so many error reports, freezes, blue screens, that the game was basically unplayable. So hopefully I can complete this round with no issues. But that is a fantastic opening tee shot. That is going to leave me nothing more than a pitch. I'm looking to land this past the pin and try and spin it back towards the hole. Slope at my feet is going to take me to the right. Wind should bring me back. It's a good execution. Oh, that wind's really holding me up. This could actually spin off the green here. It looks like it will. That false front takes me all the way back down to the fairway. That's just unlucky. Just try to be too accurate there. Let's see if we can chip this one in, or at the very least set up a simple tap in par. I've been aggressive. Just overhit that a little bit. The green speeds are 137, so the greens are pretty slow. I was watching some of the coverage yesterday. I wouldn't suggest that the greens were slow, but that is the default settings the game has gave us. So hole number 2, this is a par 5, but it's normally a short par 5, but into the 17 mile per hour headwind, I'm not sure I'm going to reach this in 2. So I'm going to try and fade this against the wind. It's a really nice swing. Swinging so well so far. Long may it continue. Like I say, I'm not sure if I can reach this in 2. It's going to be interesting. 215 yards. It's going to have to be 5 wood. I'm just going to have to fully loft this up and play a little bit of a fade against the wind. Aiming for the right hand side of the pin. This is a big shot. It's a tough shot. It's a tiny slow. That's going to find the bunker. I really had to get a perfect or a slight fast there. But bunker's good. It gives me a backstop to work with here, just past the pin. But I think we can get this running up towards the flagstick, playing the break on the green, and see if we can get the splash in eagle. I've played it well. Now this should turn, get in the hole. It did turn, it overturned. It's going to leave me nothing more than a 3-foot putt for our birdie, which I convert. I do get to 1 under par. First birdie of the round, and we will move on to hole number 3. Now with this wind, this is going to be such a tough tee shot if I want to be aggressive, which I do want to be. I'm going to have to really shape this off the tee box. So a huge draw shot coming up here. Try to turn us round the trees. I need to put a really good swing in this. I am using the sculptor archetype, and this is where that really comes into play. This ball should kick left, and that's going to leave me nothing more than a pitch shot into the green. But so far, I am enjoying the course. I've not really seen any issues. Let's apply a little bit of backspin here. Slope at my feet's going to take me left. Wind should bring me back towards the right-hand side. It's a great shot, and this should bounce and spin back towards the cup. It's done exactly that. It's going to leave me about a 5-foot putt for my second birdie of the round. This would be back-to-back birdies. And that is a well-played hole. Really deserved the birdie there. And we will move on to hole number 4. We will get the first look at the ocean here. From what I've heard, they have included water that moves, waves, animation waves here. If that's the case, that could well be a fantastic addition, and hopefully one they will release to the very talented designers in the game. And there it is there. That looks really, really good, to be fair. Real-time movement, and what a feature that could well be if they do release that into the creator mode. This is normally a short par 4, but with this 16-mile-per-hour wind, that's a tiny fast. That's going to be the bunker. I've really made a mess of that. I'm quite surprised that ball shot as hard left as what it did. It wasn't a huge fast, so I'm going to try and swing a little bit slower here out of the bunker. I think the pitching wedge should be good. Just try to land this at the centre of the green. A little bit of backspin and let it run up towards the pin, leaving me an uphill putt. I did slow my swing down. I slowed that down far too much. And with that, we went from sand to sand, bunker to bunker. And this is now going to be a tough up and down just for the par save. I can be pretty aggressive here. There is a backstop just past the pin. Not that we're going to need it. That is a fantastic recovery shot. Superb scrambling. It is going to ensure a tap-in par from 4 feet, which I do convert. But not happy with how I played that hole. A good par save nonetheless. Hole number 3. 18-mile-per-hour wind into my face, and I'm really in between clubs here. I cannot hit 5-wood. 4-iron's probably not going to get there. I will try and manufacture a shot here. I will apply a lot of D-loft and topspin and play for the left-hand side of this green. Hopefully we can carry the bunker. It's a lovely swing line, but it's another slight fast. And with all the shaping I have applied, we're going to miss the green entirely. Didn't kick out the rough. So this is now another difficult up and down for the par. I have applied full backspin here. I'm probably looking to land this about 10 feet short of the pin, and hopefully it does run up towards the pin. Played that well. Is it going to check up? It's a really good golf shot. Couldn't have played that much better. Once again, scrambled well. It's another good par save. Just really in between clubs there. And we will move on to hole number 6. This is going to be a really good eagle opportunity. Just got to keep this ball down the left-hand side. Just applied a tiny bit of drop. It's another tiny fast, but I had to play the fast rather than the slow there. And this is going to make its way all the way down the fairway. FedEx Cup sign off there in the distance. Oh, I cannot hit a fast here. I'm going to have to aim way left of the green. But look at the scenery past the green. Once again, we are seeing the waves, the surf coming in and splashing against the rocks. That really does look fantastic. And hopefully it is an asset they do release to the community. So 4-iron, it is an uphill elevated green. I'm going to aim way left here. Need to avoid the fast. I need to try and get as close to the perfect as possible here. It's a tiny slope. It's going to come up short right. It might run up towards the centre of the green. It's going to be an eagle opportunity here, albeit a long one. But we are on a dance floor, putting for an eagle. Breaking both ways. I've certainly got the weight. Now that should start to turn back. Didn't turn back as much as I expected it to. I maybe hit that a little bit firm as well. I do pick up my 3rd birdie of the round. But my last few rounds, I've been playing well. My swing timing, my swing line's been pretty good, fairly consistent. But I'm just not getting the scores or the lower scores that my round deserves. And this is an iconic hole. It looks really, really good. I'm going to have to play my gap wedge here with a little bit of backspin and see if we can land this right next to the flagstick. Big shot coming up here. Certainly not an easy shot. It's a decent strike. The wind should comfortably bring that round. That is going to be right at the pin. Get in the hole, kick right. Don't spin back too much. That really is a fantastic approach shot. Played that so well, and hopefully I can convert this 9-foot putt for my 4th birdie of the round, which I do, and really happy with that tee shot. Played that as well as I could have. But here is the iconic 8th hole, and there has been a lot of discussion here. Made famous last year for Jordan Spieth playing a shot from the rough. This year, that is all heavy rough now. There's Jordan there from last year. But yeah, that is a bit of a disappointment. I mean, for such an iconic golf hole, they really should have got the up-to-date version. That rocks just don't look right. There should be yards of heavy rough involved there, and that is a bit of a letdown. Slight fast, that is going to take me over to the left-hand side of the fairway. But quite surprised they got that wrong as bad as they have, especially with the game, or should I say the course, being released in conjunction with this week's current PGA Tour event, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Let's try and run this up the false front. It's a tiny slope. The wind's going to take me round, but I'm going to lose a lot of yardage. On the plus side, it's going to leave me an uphill chip shot. But I'm certainly enjoying my round at Pebble Beach, the official version. Let's see if we can chip this in. Let's be aggressive. That's got a chance. It should drop. It does drop. It's a fantastic chip in. It takes me to 5 under par. And with that, we will move on to the final hole of the back 9. This is a long par 4, made even longer into this headwind. Certainly have to find fairway here. I'm going to try and take this down the left-hand side of the fairway. Fairway does kick from left to right. It's another tiny fast, but we should just about get away with that. But another thing I have noticed, and it's quite a common theme with all of the PGA Tour 2K23 official courses, is that they never seem to blend the fairways into the greens as well as the majority of the top community designers. They just never seem to get that authentic look. But what a view this is. 7 iron should be good. I have applied a lot of D-loft and topspin here. That wind is holding me up, but this ball should run out. That ball really landed softly there. That's going to leave me a tough uphill putt. Probably could have went down a club there, to be honest. But it's a makeable putt, albeit uphill. Just don't want to leave it short. It's on a good line. Just under hit that a little bit. It's going to be a solid front 9. 5 under par. AT&T 5G. But there are many assets in this course that I'm seeing that have not been made available as of yet to the community designers, and hopefully it is a thing they do start doing. Imagine top designers like Arctic Fury, the Cleave, all got their hands on some of these assets. It would be interesting to see what they could achieve. So it's another solid tee shot. Certainly want to be on the left-hand side of this flag stick. Slope at my feet's going to move me hard right. 9 iron with a little bit of backspin should be good. So aiming left, just to the edge of the green. Slope in the wind should take me round. Oh, not with that tiny fast and that pull left. That's a horrible swing line. Yardage was bang on to. It's going to leave me a pin high putt. Just some of my approach shots this round. I've not gotten as close to some of the pins as I would have liked to. But these high winds are certainly making the course play difficult. I always seem to play in high winds now. That's all I seem to do. So you would think I would be better at it. This has got a chance. It should keep turning. Come on, ball. Come on, ball. Get in the hole. Really good effort. It's another solid par. And I will move on to hole number 11. I do have wind advantage here, so this should be nothing more than a drive and a pitch if I do find the fairway. So just applied a little bit of fade. It's a lovely strike. To be fair, I said earlier, the last 2 or 3 rounds, I've swung really well. Swing timing's been decent. Swing line's been consistent. I'm just not shooting as low as some of my gameplay deserves, probably mainly due to putting and just unlucky moments. It's a great pitch. Oh, the winds really took a hold of that. There's a prime example, as what I said earlier, just not getting close enough to the flag sticks. Yardage was just superb. It was the ideal number. But that wind really affecting the pitch. I find the wind very inconsistent on the pitch shot. Sometimes it really influences it, like that shot there. Other times it hardly affects it. Some tough putts here. Playing solid golf. Hole number 12. This is going to be such a tough pin to get close to with that wind behind me. I'm going to have to try and draw this, I think. I'm going to try and draw this over that bunker. The green does turn from right to left. So let's apply a good bit of draw to the 7-iron. It's a nice strike. It didn't turn as much as I had hoped it would. But I did hit a tiny slope. It's a good effort. Once again, I'm putting for birdie. Albeit a longer putt. 30 feet out, downhill. This will turn aggressively from right to left. Especially the last few feet now. Have we got it high enough? No. Good weight. Just didn't have the read. Never was in line with the cup. 5 under par. Hole number 13. Once again, good tee shot here. It's going to be nothing more than a pitch. It's a bit of a fast. I don't know if we're going to get away with this, are we? I think this is going to kick left. It has done. And that's trickled into the light rough. Not ideal. With that 15 mile per hour wind, sorry. I'm going to try and land this just short of the green with a lob wedge. And hopefully it kicks up. It's a lovely strike. Wow, that's frustrating. I've played a really good shot there. That slope at my feet just moving me a lot more than I allowed for. And this is now a difficult shot. Played it well. It can check up any time. It's going to be a downhill putt. This is a big putt coming up. This is just to save par. Be really disappointing if I dropped the shot now. Just going to feather this down the slope and play the break. That really is a good putt. It's probably one of my better putts off the round so far. We are coming on to the par 5 14th, and hopefully we can get a birdie here. Wind advantage. Just going to try and fade this to the right hand side of the fairway and see if we can leave a nice approach shot in. It's another slight fast. That fade's just not kicking in. The fast overpowering it, and that is going to be in the heavy rough. So I'm certainly not reaching this green into. That is disappointing. Let's just hack 4-iron out back into play. This will probably leave me nothing more than a pitch, maybe even a flop up onto the elevated green. So 90 yards out, up 22 feet, in between clubs here once again. I'm just going to have to try and de-loft and apply a good bit of topspin here and try and run this up the slope. Anything on the right-hand side of the green should be good. Green does turn from right to left. It's a great execution. This should run up. I don't think I could have played that any better. Still a missable putt from 10 feet out. Hopefully I can convert this for the birdie. Surely that turns. It does turn right into the centre of the cup. I do pick up my 6th birdie of the round. And let's see if we can finish strong. Hole number 15. It's another short hole with the wind behind me. Let's try and drive this. Just going to apply a little bit of fade. Take it down the centre of the fairway. It's another tiny grey fast. Hopefully this hugs the fairway and doesn't go into the hazards, but no, my luck, yeah, that's going to run out and it's going to be heavy rough. Wow, I'm just not getting a break these last few rounds. I can't chip this. It will never stop. This is a tough shot. I'm maybe going to have to flop this, you know. I need to land this on the right-hand side of the pin. Let's fully attack this. It should release coming out of the heavy rough. Played it well. That should keep running out. Really happy with that recovery shot. I have scrambled really well today when it's been required. And hopefully this gets me my 7th birdie. It does. My scoreline now starting to reflect my performance. And if we can finish with a couple more birdies, I will be happy. But hole number 16. There's no way I'm hitting driver here. That runs out all day. Let's come back to the 3 wood here. Try and play for the centre off the green. Just applied a tiny bit of drop. I lied for the fast there. And this should be an ideal layup shot. This is going to kick right down the fairway. It's going to leave me nothing more on a pitch once again. Certainly a scoreable course if you're playing well. Let's try and get the partial. I'm just going to take a practice swing here. Full backspin applied. 95. That would be ideal. That would be money. Let's see if we can repeat that. I've actually got 100%. Please get down. That's long. I really needed the partial there. Let's see if we can chip it in. It's going to turn from left to right. It should release coming out the rough. It's got a chance if I've hit it. I think it's just going to come up short. It is. It's another agonisingly close birdie. And let's move on to the 17th hole. A superb par 3. Once again, look at the waves, the grandstands. It really does look remarkable. Look at that. I think that's such a great feature. 8 irons made for this. Just going to have to play the wind. Try and hit the perfect. I have allied for a tiny fast. Oh, early. That's probably my biggest fast of the round. And I am now in trouble here. Chip shot should be good. Full backspin. Let's go and attack it. It should check up. Just too many fasts today on certain occasions. Go on, get in. It's going to come up short. Hopefully I can walk away with the par save. From 6 feet out. It's another solid par. And let's move on to the final hole, which is probably one of the most intimidating and scenic drives in golf. We will get a good look at the waves crashing off the rocks here. How good does that look? Remarkable scenery here. Look at that. And there is the iconic cypress tree defending the fairway. We will get a closer look at that. That's probably one of the better versions I have seen, to be fair. We'll put a comparison up. It's actually not bad. But yeah, I think there has been a little bit of an overreaction to this course from the community. I don't think it's as bad as what certain individuals are making it out to be. It could have been better. I do believe that the community Pebble Beach that I played, the community design Pebble Beach that I played with Ricky Fowler a couple of weeks ago is superior. But there's many good additions to this course that hopefully 2K do release to the design community. But this is such a tough shot here. I'm really in between clubs. 7 iron is going to be too long with that 14 mile per hour wind. I'm going to go 8 iron. I'm just going to try and play for the right hand side off the pin with a little bit of D-loft and topspin. Need to put a good strike in this because it's hazards all the way down the left hand side. This should run up and hopefully kick left. It was a good shot. It's going to be another eagle putt, and it's a very makeable putt. 24 feet. Turning from right to left. If we could get to 9 under, that would be a decent round, considering the conditions. It's on a good line. Come on, surely, surely. Wow, it's another putt that's so close yet so far away. But we will finish with a birdie, which is going to take me to 8 under par. But that is it for today's round, guys. I really hope you did enjoy this version of Pebble Beach. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to smash the subscribe button, and if you did enjoy it, leave a like. Until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.